Hi guys, so we are in week 2, round 3 in 3v3 and I'm going up against Bones, who's a really good player. As you guys saw it, he has some crazy mods and data crowns as well. He's in Core Patrol and yeah, the mods, his mods are crazy. He already started to attack and he managed to full clear me, but he dropped a couple of battles. So against my front wall, he one-shotted everything. I've changed it up a bit, so I set Luke. There, you guys can pause it and check it out. But yeah, it was a fairly strong front wall. So he dropped 2 battles against my Mon Mothma. He had to 3-shot it, and then he one-shotted everything else. At the back, he failed once against my GML with Bastille Eden and what. But other than that, he one-shotted the rest of the teams. And then going back up top to fleets, think he one-shotted everything, yeah. So he also set some excuse me. He also set some really good teams on defense. So up top, Qui-Gon, Shaak Ti, JTR, Relic 7, Wedge, and then Dash and Mission and Zalbar. But we have to start at the bottom. So he set Ray, Malgus, CLS, DR, and Geos. So yeah, it's going to be a really good match. But before we go in, we start the battle. Please guys, please do like the video and subscribe, and if you can also do it, I would really appreciate it if you can also share it. We just reached 861 subscribers on the channel. I mean, I never thought that I'm going to be this close to reaching to the 1K subscribers. So please guys, if you haven't already, just please subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and especially if you like GAC content. That's what my channel is all about. Now I do post other guides as well, sometimes for galactic challenges and also for conquest, but my main passion is about GAC and TW, and I'm in the top guild, so I would like to think I know my stuff. Of course I do make mistakes, but yeah, I would really appreciate your comments, as well as if you could subscribe, please. Yeah, let's jump into the first battle. I also made some changes with my editing. I like to put in some really fun memes, and it looks like you guys enjoyed it, because I'm getting a bit more views about it on my videos. So yeah, if you please comment down below under this video what you thought about it. Right, so we're starting with Iden versus CLS. There's nothing special about this really, because this is sort of like a hard counter. Sometimes things go bad, especially if you go up against a high relic level team. But we just go in straight after CLS. He's gone. Now it's just all about Chewie. I made a misplay there, to be fair. I should have applied that mark, because I already killed CLS. But yeah, this is a really easy battle. 67. That's a good way to start the battle. So yeah, JMK versus Ray. There's nothing special about it really. I'm sure many of you guys have already done this. Ray can be a pain, especially in 3v3 with her 75% plus data crown. So I don't really like to underestimate it. Like, I know starkiller could work, but things can go bad as well. And I was chasing a really high banner score. Well, banner score. Yeah, I was. Yeah, it was a really high banner because 1985. He only dropped a couple of banners. So yeah. I was expecting GLs, at least one GL at the back, so that's why I wanted to be clean on his front wall. So Rey went into her ultimate. I put the DI on Mace just to save him. And that was a good idea and really good timing as well. And now just you need to go all in on Rey, kill her, and then Holder will disappear. 56. Only dropped the banner. So that's not bad. Next up. Now I checked the speeds. I was faster, so I decided to use troopers. Things can go bad against this comp, so you really need to make sure that even your second fastest trooper is faster than DR. Now you need to call the mass assist here, because you only have 3 troopers, so you need to take out at least somebody out, so you'll gain enough turn meters to stay ahead of DR. Yeah, Malak is holding on. Unfortunately, we even had that mark, but Viz was able to drop it because he healed back up to 100% health. So yeah, even with the Datacron on them, that was a really strong DR comp. I was like, okay, that was a really good win. Okay, next up, Inquisitor GI versus Gas. Now there is no Rex or 5, so this is really like the easiest comp you can go up against. And I had the level 9 stun Datacron on second sister, so whenever Inquisitors apply stun, then second sister takes an extra turn, and that really helped. So I already deleted the Arc and Echo, and now it's just all about Gas. You want to stun him, and there is no reason pulling back the turn meter because he had none. And it was a one shot for 55. So yeah, next up is C versus Malgus. So he plays set there as well, and I think that was an R9 set, if I'm not mistaken. So that was a really tanky set, and it's going to be important a bit later. So what you want to do is, I linked Malgus and Marauder just because they are the main damage dealers, and once you link them, then they cannot crit. Obviously, Malgus can still do true damage with his second special. So slowly but surely, he's getting closer and closer to his ultimate. And my set is R9, so he can take some beating. So here, I probably made a mistake. I should have linked a set, because he still had a lot of protection. And that's an R9 set as well, yeah. So, C is about to reach his ultimate. Talon is not looking good. So C went into his ultimate, which is fine. Now delete them. Once again, I had the chance to relink set. Because now if you look at it, I unfortunately, because Malgus is still new and most of the time I always set him on defense, I didn't realize that under the Malgus lead, Sith allies can recover half and protection. Now, I can live with the protection recovery. You see, I was like checking, because if it can recover protection, that's fine. That's why I put it on auto as well. But the shock should prevent the enemy to recover health. But he still does. So I was like, please. I was like, what the hell? Like, you guys can check the bottom left hand corner. The chat was like, yeah, what the hell is going on? This is crazy. We might actually time out with C against set. Because every time we start to make some progress, he just keeps building back up. So look at his protection. Now, yeah, once again, that's an R9 set, which means his base protection was something around 170k. So even if, let's say, like 10%, he gains back 10% or something like that, that's still a lot. Like, that's really a lot. And Set and Talon cannot really do any real damage. My main damage is my C's first special that annihilate or something, but that's why I just really need to put it on auto, because my only chance is if I can cycle around and use his big hit to delete Set. Like, finally he lost his protection, but once again it just came straight back up. And we only have left, what, 40 seconds? That's really close. So finally, at the very end, that's something you guys need to pay attention to. If you guys facing Malgus team with Set, and you guys using C, make sure you will link Set, because that way he's permanently going to lose his protection. Yeah, that was really scary actually, but I suppose you always learn something. So let's see what he has at the back. Looks like there is no GL. So he had, was it Raddus, Mal Mothma, Inquisitors, Sortie. Yeah. Right. What's going on here? Oh, okay. So next up is Wampa against Sortie. There was something wrong with the editing. I have no idea. Sorry about that. So Wampa can handle Sortie. Now the thing is, this is a really long battle, so you need to put it on auto almost like immediately. And BB-8 will die fairly quickly, but because of the VIP or spare part, or was it ability, he'll come back once. But that's not a problem. Wampa can handle it. And now it's just all about, you need to kill T3, but that's going to be a bit tricky because he's always under stealth. So what you want to do is keep ramping up Wampa's damage. Now usually the AI doesn't use his first special, the protection recovery, so every once in a while you need to take it off from auto and then use this first special to recover protection. So yeah, it's just about waiting for the right timing. Once you get that, now these 3 is open. He usually one more hit and he'll probably die. And after that it's just full auto. And we're going to skip to the part. I'm not going to waste your time, guys, just to sit here. Because it's really a long and boring fight. Like now he's open, he's gone, so now let's skip it.
A few moments later.
Okay, now we're back. Only 30 seconds left. So my Wampa is ramping up really nice, so we just need a bit of time to delete her. Eat her out. One more big hit. And he's gone. She's gone. Next up is Nute versus Qui-Gon. Now, this can always go bad, especially with the data crown. But you always want to put the extortion on Anakin to slow him down, because he usually on his first move he always paid the taxes, like you guys can see it. Now you want to go back to Anakin, use Nute's second special to increase his cooldown. In that case he won't be able to use his AoE. See, only basic. Now same thing again, drop the extortion and now just try to kill him. Now I have an R8 Django, so he can deal a lot of damage. Top up Nute. Django needs to take a turn. Yep, Anakin's gone. Now call the mass assist. Now it's all about some banners. Drop another extortion. And that's it. 56. So I was like, I mean, this should work. I wanted to try Bad Batch because I was faster. So I was like, if I have the defense up and everything, I should be able to deal enough damage. But I forget that that's an R9 Raddus. So, I mean, so far so good, but it's a race against the time, because you need to kill Raddus before he reaches the 100% upload or whatever it's called. And also Pathfinder is annoying because he's a tank, and if you cannot kill Raddus, then that's a problem. And that was probably a misplay, by the way. I should have used Tech's second special. Yeah, I need to dispel that. But that stun is a killer, and Raddus managed to heal up, and now he's like 4 stack away. And they also managed to bring back Pathfinder. So yeah, this is not looking good, so I was like, okay, back out. By the way, I was really busy, so I only started my stream like 1.5 hours before the end of the attacking phase. So not only I was chasing a score, I had to be really fast. Like when we reached to this point, I think I only had around half an hour, 35 minutes left from the attacking pace. So while I need it to be really clean, I also, you know, I needed the one shots. So yeah, against this, I decided because I was faster to try to use a mirror, sort of mirror. But that level 9 Wedge Datacron is just, it's just scary. Wedge can deal so much damage. I wish I could. I cannot afford to take Wedge to Relic 7 at the moment because of Jabba. But if you guys can do it and you have the Wedge Datacron, then that's a killer, especially in 3s. So next up is Traya versus Dash, and this isn't looking good either. I mean, Sion is barely hanging on. Finally, I was able to take out Dash, but that Mission and Zaba combo is really deadly, especially if you have them, both of them at around Relic 7. Like, if you guys watching Tessina's channel, then he have both of them at R7, and yeah, that team can do a lot. So I was like, okay, mirror didn't work out, let's try to use Qui-Gon. Best case scenario, they kill Qui-Gon first, which happened, and then I was like, oh god, I should have used this in the first place. Now, of course, there is a reason why I didn't, because there was still many teams left, so I needed to sort of like pick them apart, and I was starting to running out of teams as well, so it's not that straightforward. So this looks like an easy team. I mean, resistance, nothing special about it. So you want to pull back the turn meter, and ideally you want to take out Han Solo first, because he's just so annoying. He can double tap or triple tap or something on his basic. Yeah, that was a misplay probably. You want to land ability block on them, because yeah, armor shred on Han. Yeah, put the fracture on him, because yeah, that was the right play. Just keep going after Han. Yep, pull back turn meter, go into Merciless again. Yep, go over to Chewie, drop the dots, and I should be able to call Han. Yeah. Yeah, Gideon special to apply days. Armor shred. No, this is an easy one. Go into Merciless again, and then I didn't even go into Merciless. That's fine, 56. So I'm happy with that. Next up is JKR versus Shaak Ti. Now this is the Rex and 5s comp, so it's a bit more annoying and difficult, because obviously Rex can delete people. So what you want to do if you use this comp, you always want to have foresight on you, because if Rexalate hits you with foresight on, then it's not deadly. You just dodge it. So I was like, I wanted to trigger 5 sacrifice rather than going after 5s, because that's an R9 5s. So I was like, yep, let's steal that retribution. and then there's the sacrifice, and now it's just trying to stun Rex, control it. As I said, keep the foresight on. Yep, give it. Yeah, I went in for the kill, but if he want to play it safe, I should have passed it to G and Y so he could put up the foresight. But yeah, it worked out. So I still had the back wall. Let's find out what he had on the ships. So there's executor. That's annoying as always, and it's also the triple attacker comp, and then Raddus and Malevolence. So obviously Finalizer is not working against that comp, but we can use Rebels. I think first I went after Negotiator versus Malevolence. So always start on Sunfac with the basic. And then that's it. I think probably that was my easiest fight I ever had. Easiest one I ever had, so 75. Now this on the other hand is going to be like one of the... If it works, it's great. If something goes bad, then it goes really bad. So you need to take out RG first. And for that you need a call to assist. So second, distance second on RG. There's the target lock. Just wiggle. And then call the mass assist with Biggs. Yeah. Now he's gone. Unfortunately, Xanadu Blood is under stealth, so we are forced to go after RC. So we already killed RC once, which is nice, but fortunately Biggs is not looking good and he's dead. But now we can go after RC and we killed him, so that's good. But now Nute is here, and so we needed a tank in order to protect Piston. So there's the shields disruption. Now we get some free hits on RC. Remember, we already killed him once, so he was one hit away, and then of course Executor came in and healed it. So great, here we go again. Round 3. And finally RC is gone. So now only Nute left before another reinforcement come in. You want to apply the shield disruption, because that will remove his protection. So I went with Ghost or Phantom, yeah, because that will, before, if Executor reaches its ultimate, I can still call in my 5th reinforcement in time. So yeah, now I can call in Cassian. Think, yeah, remove the debuffs from one of my ships, and now it's just 5v1. Yeah, use the second special to get defense penetration, and now you just all in. So Boba's here, and we reached our ultimate, which is great. Get rid of all that. So Boba's gone. We removed the Nute's protection, and now this should be. Yep, nice. 69 against Executor. And last is Finalizer against Raddus. This should be a pretty straightforward match. So I put the Hunted on Star Fortress because I need to kill it first anyway. I always also start with the big hit because you can cycle around. Yeah, remove all that. Yeah, that daze is a killer thing. Having daze on silencer is like the Achilles here, heels on this fleet. If silencer cannot move, you're in trouble because the other ships cannot really do anything. And the whole point of this fleet is that you can give as many turns as possible to silencer. I mean, I was still able to take out the Star Fortress. So now it's just I have to use special forces to the core to assist. But obviously it doesn't do half as that much damage like what silencer can do. And just basic, and now I think finally, yeah, silencer dropped the daze, so now he's back in action. He can gain turn meter again. So feed him turn meter, pulse gone. Call silencer again. Calling JC for another call to assist. His first special. And that's the dodge, because of course there's always a dodge. Yeah, I think I went for Clone Sergeant, and now it's just... It's all about Ray. Oof, that was a lot of damage, by the way. And yeah, so that's the ships. I managed to one-shot everything. So I think I only had like 3 more teams left. So before I go in, so you guys can do the math yourself as well. So I needed... so I already had a loss. But I still needed, I think, 50 average or something like that. So no, something like 45, because was it 985 minus 610, that's 375. So 375 divided by 3, not 375 minus 260, that's 115, and that divided by 3 is 40 something. So I needed 40 average. Now obviously I already dropped 1, which meant I need to one-shot both of these teams, and then I can triple. Then I will have 2 more attempts against Raddus. Because well, that way even more than 2 attempts. But by the time I was doing this battle, I was really close to the end. I think we only had like around 15 minutes or 10 minutes or something like. So I still had the GL. I wanted to see. Well, I wanted to use it against Mon Mothma because I had no other teams to deal with this Mon Mothma comp. You cannot underestimate it. And it's always like it's nice and easy. once you kill somebody with Kylo, they won't be able to revive as well, so that's always nice. So Kyle is gone. And that's it. So that's a 55. And now it was like, let's use Padme with Cam and Zam. Just Zam is only there for protection, extra protection. And she can also dispel. Padme also can dispel. So let's go after Seven Sister first, starting with a dodge, which is great. Another dodge. So Seven Sister is gone. That was a foresight on them. So yep, and that was a waste. I should have used basic. Just basic, yeah. Okay, 5th brother is gone, and now it's only 8th brother left. And that's it. So I was like, let's send in Geos. Try to snipe out somebody. Then we'll see what happens. So I played it safe. I wanted to remove the taunt from Pathfinder, because whenever he has buff on him, then he can come back. So now the taunt's gone, so that's it. And I was like, okay, let's time it out here, because I have another team. But at this point we only had like 5 minutes left, less than 5 minutes.
One eternity later.
That was truly a one eternity later, because I was like looking at the clock. So once this timed out, I think we only had like 3 minutes left. You guys will see it, because as soon as I jump into the next battle, which is going to be bounty hunters, to clean it up, then you will see that if you look at the timer up top, that's the timer that left from the pace. So I was like already waiting, like draw, okay, click on it, and then send them in. Which is going to be boss cleat bounty hunters with Mando and Grief. Because there is no taunt, so yeah, 2 minutes 55 left. So we are free to go after the weakest alive, which is Jin. Go all in, trigger the contract, delete Raddus, and then kill Jin. That was the plan. So contract trigger, delete Raddus, and then that's it. And I think I only needed like 6 banners here. So, and the final result is I managed to get the win, almost by 29 banners. So that was great. It was actually really fun. We had a lot of fun in chat. So yeah, with this, after the second week, I was 5-1. So I was really looking forward to the final week, because I started the final week at 28th. So I was really aiming for to get into the top 10. But you guys will see what happens during the week 3. What happened with me during week 3. I'm sorry about all the delays, but yeah, I had some stuff happening me with both in game and outside the game as well in real life. So if you guys want to join me when I'm recording all these videos live on Twitch, there is a link in the description for my channel, and also there is another one for my Discord server. which you guys feel free to join. If you guys have any questions about the game, I'm more than happy to answer to them. And please like, subscribe and share this video. It really means a lot. Like we are already at 860, really close to 900, and from there reaching the 1000 is just really just a tiny step away. So please guys, I will really appreciate your support. And yeah, thanks guys for watching. As always, take care, and I see you guys next time. Bye.